After being asked about his supposed racist tweets, Ben Shapiro shuts down yet another nervous questioner, leaving him frustrated and defeated in another classic Ben Shapiro video. Welcome back to Resist the Mainstream. I'm Steve Inman, reporting the news that the mainstream won't. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and of course hit the notification bell for our latest updates. Well, Ben Shapiro is back at it again in another classic clip, and he's no stranger to race-baiting questions. This time around, a young man at a YAF event stepped up to the microphone to ask Shapiro about his racist tweets regarding the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Shapiro, being a Jewish man, has always been firm in his beliefs against terror organizations and supporters of Jewish genocide in the Middle East. He was quick to respond to the unprepared speaker, having to go as far as finding his own tweets on stage to show some context.
I've been watching you for years now, and I read your book on the arguments to fight against people like me. And I feel bad because, for the most part, the people who have been arguing against you aren't nearly as elegant or eloquent as they should be. But I'd just like to ask, so one of your points you very strongly make is that it's unfair for people like me to label you as a racist or a bigot, just as a smear tactic. But have you ever acknowledged that maybe it's not a smear tactic, but it's based on things you've said? So for example, on the Israel-Palestine conflict, you called the Arabs, yeah, you already know what I'm going to say. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to presume. Yeah, so you say...
I've written several full columns about it.
Yeah,
I've talked about how people don't read the follow-up tweets. I wrote a column.
I've read some of the tweets, and the tweets were just as bad. I mean, you say a lot of things that are just racist, right? But then if I call you a racist, then you defend it by saying I didn't read enough, right? So that's what I was going to say before.
So give me, okay, fine. So give me my racist tweets in context.
Okay, well.
Yeah, you can't prepare it. So right, go, do it.
So you said the Arabs like to bomb crap and live in open sewage. This is not a difficult. Well, you before that said Israelis like to build.
Did you? Okay, now the follow-ups, because you said the follow-ups didn't make it any better.
Well, this is separate things that you said.
No. I want
bad.
follow-ups to that one though.
Follow-ups to that specific.
Would you like me to
tweet?
get them? I'll get them for you.
If you have them, sure. But in the mean, do you mind if while you do that?
What was that?
Do you mind if I continue while you do that?
Well, I'd like to take them one by one. So
sure.
Okay. Why don't we do this? Why don't we delay that one until the end while I look this up from the podium in front of 600 people?
While Shapiro searched for his own tweet, the young man continued to ask several more questions that Shapiro was quick to dismantle as well. This included topics related to religion, abortion, history, and global politics. The list goes on. Finally, Shapiro finds the tweet in question due to the young man coming unprepared, and of course, in a matter of seconds, exposes his remarks were not racist at all. In fact, after exhausting all options, the questioner then pursued Shapiro about a column he wrote when he was 19 years old. It had already been denounced 6 years prior.
So on that particular issue, you've also said that the Arab-Palestine populace is, by and large, constitutes the most evil population on the face of the planet. Before you said that you've never brought up religion when it comes to abortion, but I don't think that you've avoided religion when it comes to the Israeli conflict. And I don't know that you can be completely unbiased in the issue, given that,
Well, I can be unbiased on the subject that the Palestinians have elected 3 terrorist governments to form a unity government with the stated goal of the destruction of the state of Israel and the murder of all Jews in the area. So that I can be relatively unbiased on. As far as the idea that the Palestinian population... As far as the idea that the Palestinian population is more evil than other populations, they certainly hold more evil views than other populations by poll statistics, by how many Palestinians approve of terror attacks, by how many Palestinians voted for an actual terror group, Hamas, and another actual terror group, Palestinian Authority, and another actual terror group, the Islamic Jihad. Okay, so I don't think that all views are equal, and I don't think that people who hold evil views are necessarily good. I mean, I'm sorry if the polls don't support the idea that everyone is equally wonderful, but everyone is not equally wonderful. Okay, I'm looking up these statements now, so if you'd like to give me a second.
But you've continued, you deny secular Zionism, and you...
Quote, okay, so here, I've got them in front of me. Okay, so I'll finish that one, then we can move. Okay, ready? There are many, many Christian and Muslim Arabs who are wonderful people, just not the ones who oppose Israel in the Israel-Arab conflict. That would be the response within the same Twitter thread. Okay, in the post Israelis versus Arabs, I wrote about Arabs who take part in the Israeli-Arab conflict, as anyone who can read knows. #dumbasses. Okay, quote, I think it has much more to do with the fact that the Palestinian leadership supported by the Palestinian population uses millions for terror. I should have been more specific. Arabs who actively seek Israel's destruction. Those would be the follow-up tweets. Does that sound like genocidal mania to you, or does it sound like I'm specifically labeling a group of people who have called for Israel's destruction?
I like to point out that you're not a racist, but they're dumbasses, and you're allowed to insult them.
Yes, because if someone calls me a racist without evidence, they are definitionally a dumbass.
What is genocide? Wait. what is genocide? Like so you said that you want to be like Churchill, right? And after the Allies, when they moved the German-speaking Polish out of Poland.
So now you're talking about a column I wrote when I was 19 years old that I morally abhorred and denounced myself. I think 6 years ago.
Yeah,
have repeatedly said was a bad column that I wrote when I was 19 years old.
Okay.
Okay, so.
The young man clearly was grasping for straws, as they always do, and trying to squeeze whatever clout he could from the moment before he was cast back into the audience, effectively accomplishing nothing and, walking away with his tail between his legs. He saw his opportunity, he took the shot, and missed entirely. So seems the case with many unprepared attendees at these kind of events, hoping to get the one-up on a conservative figure, but ending up to be the butt end of the joke with technology and Google and all this at your hands. Why aren't they prepared? I'm sure the cycle will continue indefinitely. It's weird. Until next time, this is Resist the Mainstream, reporting the news that the mainstream won't. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and of course, hit that notification bell to stay up to date with all our latest videos. Until next time, take care, and we'll see you then.